spotted something.
Twisted and torn in her heart and her mind, the spirit emits an unbearable desire for it all to be over, for good and forever. But as oblivion beckons, she changes her mind. She reaches out and desperately clings on to existence. And then she is gone.
Arx is safe in my death. I faced the grave before, you know. Yet through the God King, I have eternal life. You've such a soft spot for that woman. Do you really think she didn't know exactly what releasing death fog into Arx would mean? Don't be fooled by your own blind devotion. I may have planted the seed, but your beloved queen gleefully tended to it. My entourage is taking good care of her, I promise. Well, as good as you would expect. If she's missing a few digits, or bearing a few new bruises, that's just expected wear and tear. The Master's purpose is his own to speak, not mine. You're good with words, so sincere. I almost believed you. But let's pretend I fell for your little persuasion game. I'll tell you the Black Ring's plans on one condition. You release the death fog. You bring my mission to an end.
The spirit pauses, then nods.
The God King feeds on war, on death, on disease. On the rich source the living once carried within them, knowingly or not. I think this clear by now. The death fog was not just a murder bomb, but a tool. A tool for sowing discord. A tool for pitting the Order against the Dwarven Kingdom. A tool for ridding us of those who would see us fail. Every race, every creed, and every claimant to the title of Divine.
Isbeil's voice rises, and her fists tighten. You presume she'd have gone red with fury, were she not wholly translucent.
I lived for that day, Godwoken. The flesh of every Magister melted like butter in the sun. The Paladins' eyes bugged out in horror as they watched their spouses and children choke on the death fog, clogging their lungs. There would be screams first.
The spirit's eyes and mouth narrow. In her silence, the noise of splashing sewer water bounces from the stony walls and into your ears. You have lit Isbeil's fire. She is a bomb, a banshee, an erupting volcano.
couldn't know. You weren't there. When the portal opened and the death fog poured in, you weren't there. To see their skin burst, to see the blood bubbles foam from their mouths. Have you ever felt your own saliva sizzle? Have you ever felt your own brain pressing against the inside of your skull? I have felt it. That agony was the doing of the divine. For Israel to suffer the same fate is not punishment enough. In death, I was given a chance. I made a decision. One that I have never regretted. It must be the God King to claim me. How is it you?
The spirit laughs soundlessly at something unseen. You realize that what you thought was a maniacal glint in his eye is, in fact, the last glowing embers of the acidic fire that burned his eyeballs away. A nauseating wave of pain and fear washes from the spirit. Pain from what was inflicted upon her, and fear that her suffering would never end. The pain you inflict on her is real, but she realizes... The spirit struggles for breath, a breath that will never come. An eternity choking to death beckons. She panics as she realizes what's happening to her. She draws her breath to scream. And then she is gone.
black skull in two! By whose hand? Yours? It should have been my own axe to slice her neck. Take me to her bones. I've a mind to chop them into pieces, the foul witch!
Justinia struggles to control her rage. She closes her eyes. She breathes the Sue's fetid air. She waits.
What do you want from me, Marcus? What can I possibly say at this moment and in this place to appease you?
Justinia pounds a fist against her palm. One smack, then a second, then a third.
You may not believe me, but what I did, I thought I did for the sake of my people. Our people. The sinking of the Peacemaker, the driftwood smuggling operation, the Death Fog, Black Peak Isle. Power always comes at a great cost. Sometimes you have to take some lives to save others. And I shall always put dwarven lives first. You must understand this. It was only a matter of time, she said. And I never doubted it. The scouts talked of living weapons nailed to crosses, of blank-faced wizards, an entire force of them. If we didn't come for the Order, the Magisters and Paladins, they would come for us. They had my ear all the while, the Black Ring. I'm sorry. Truly sorry. To think of it.
Justinia's ears redden, and her volume exceeds your own. She is still queen, and she will not be overshouted.
And if I knew then what I knew now, Marcus, I would still exile you. You walk the Isle of Mist to this day, stalked by demons, and living the nightmares they planted in you. Call me a fool or a tyrant. Call me whatever you want. But I was still there, Marcus. While you went off to live your gods-damned pirate fantasy, I had a kingdom to run.
Justinia takes you in. She sees your resentment and your pain. She sees your confidence and your confusion. She sees Marcus, and she sees the beast. Her breathing slows, and her eyes soften. She speaks as both queen and cousin.
What happens now? Then go, beast of the sea. I will miss my beloved cousin, but I won't mourn him. Perhaps I will be lucky enough to meet him again, should the beast will it.
She warms you with a brief smile, and then leaves you with your thoughts, your beard, and your freedom.
Seems the Queen can handle herself. Isbeil reach the source from these people?
The spirit before you is paper thin, as though there was hardly enough source in it to manifest at all. You used source to heal a sick child. The Magisters threw you in jail. Then, in the night, came the dwarves. They marched you blindfolded through the sewers, clapped you in irons, and took you apart for your source.
What is this? I found something. Isbeil was planted in the royal court. Junk. This conspiracy's been a long time brewing.
Papa. The lady took something from me.
The shade of a spirit shimmers before you, barely visible. Its source has been sucked nearly dry. A sorcerer, a dissolute dwarf with a big mouth, you were thrown in the slammer. Fort Joy beckoned, but you woke up hooded, being dragged through the sewers to a painful end. You never saw the light again.
This again.
The great machine sits before you. Pipework tentacles outwards and upwards, the conduits piercing the ground overhead, wending their way towards the city and her people above. Even through the seals of the great city. Machine sits before. Even through the seals of the Great Cistern, you scent the acrid sting of the death fog inside. A faint gossamer of death fog rises from a junction where the release valve meets a pipe. A switch allows redirection to a different pipe, labeled C. The junction...
That other pipe leads to the sea. Redirect the flow. It will minimize the harm.
The only way to keep Arx safe is to smash this thing to pieces. Do it!
Redirect the death fog. Better to poison the fishes than to poison the people.
Sparks fly, and metal plates buckle. The death fog stream has become a veritable geyser. The machine is going to blow.
If I were mortal, I'd be getting the hell out of here.
machine sits even through a faint gossamer of
Arx says
I don't trust that leak.
sparks fly. The death fog stream has become a veritable...
if I were mortal, I'd be getting the hell out of here.
It's under a city, not within it, that you might find buried its greatest riches. Royalty, my friend. Royalty holds court here. You might think me crazy, but I've seen the royal wardens patrolling these corridors. And as you can tell, would have been the highlight of my career, that stealing from royalty, hiding in the sewers up to no good.
The city and its people can be measured by the number of children in its sewers. Maybe some children belong in the sewers.
What you doing?
A little girl looks you square in the face. She doesn't smile, she doesn't frown, and she sure as hell doesn't look shy.
A hidden room? In the sewers? Past the traps and the spiders? Not likely. I need to think about this.
She thinks about this.
Now that you're here, can't very well leave. Suppose you told someone. Nah, that wouldn't do. No, yeah, that's what would do. The troll will fix it. And then you'll be dead. Well, maybe. We'll see. But you'd better be good. Hey, got any money? Stuff. You know, cool stuff. Mostly.
Painting is definitely cute.
Thanks. You eat cats?
But you wouldn't eat a whole one. What do you say when a cat wins the dog show? It's a catastrophe. You're fun. I like you. He's my friend. I like him too, but he has a terrible sense of humour. And he eats cats. Oh, he's not tame. He's not tame at all. I don't think so. Trolls don't like grown-ups. Anyways, I'm not in charge. Tomorrah's in charge. We all do what she says. Bye then.
Hello.
Hello? Got any more money? My daddy once said, don't go to the toilet on your own doorstep. Then my mum chased him away for going in the bedroom. Them crates belong to dwarves. We leave them alone, the crates and the dwarves. They're our friends. Pom-Pom can talk to him. They're not very clever, but she says they're nice. Yeah, it's alright. That's for me to know and you to never find out. I stole it from Lord Kemm's house, didn't I? And so what? I only took one of them. The other two were too heavy. Got a map. There's a pulley thing here. And then a pool with no water and a hatch in it. Easy. Yeah. No. Okay, you can have it for this much. Take the stupid paint in there. Never liked it anyway.
What madness could have caused this mess?
Let me out! Tell Lord Kemm that we won't let this lie. 564 prisoners! 564! We can't let it lie!
Her jaw drops. She struggles to process the news.
You saw this with your own eyes? I see it in you. You did. This is abhorrent. Alice and her whites. They must be involved. This cruelty, this disregard for life's spark. It is the mark not just of the Black Ring, but of the Hammer. You've done the Paladins a great service. The better we understand the ways of the whites, the closer we come to ending their horror.
She bows to you in farewell.
But how do you run experiments on more than 500 people?
A handful at a time, presumably.
Someone will pay for this. If there's justice.
Really think she's all that dangerous?
It got damaged in the fight. It'll fix up just fine.
You're confident. I'll give you that.
Hunters, I've got the rest.
The elf gives you a slow clap. Clap, clap, clap.
The evil Isbeil is dead. The doctor will see you now. Permit me to mark it on your map. Do not tarry. He urgently desires to speak with the great Red Prince.
The elf bows his head in thanks. She studiously ignores you. Sabile's voice sounds from over your shoulder.
I would speak with Sahela, my kin. Thank you.
Sabile, it gives me joy to see you. You continue to become the great scion. This is good, for we stand on the edge of the abyss. Are you? The mother is dead, and we are free of her terrible plan. The age of the mother is over. The shackles of the past are broken. We shall take our rightful place in the new world. War is coming. We shall harrow the earth with the blood of humans, lizards, and dwarves, and from it a new forest shall grow. It gives me joy to see you, Sabile.
Sahela keeps her expression carefully blank. Sabile turns away. She looks troubled.
Isn't it obvious? She's insane.
Most marvelous magic right at your fingertips.
She blanks you. For the safety of Rivellon, report all sorcerers to the nearest Magister.
My big brother said a voidling will come and eat my shoes if I don't do his chores. I don't want a voidling to eat my shoes.
I'm Lucian. Our parents will be busy praying all day. We can stay out and play as long as we like.
The guard ignores you.
Lucian's blessings to you, stranger. I'm Sister Avony, the head priestess of the cathedral. Lord Arhu is the keeper of the cathedral. His duties are select. Only he can approach the remains of the divine, for instance.
Today? Another time, perhaps. Next week or next month? If you leave a name and address, I'll see what I can arrange. But today is Lucian's day, and Arhu must give counsel to the lost. He cannot be disturbed. Lord Arhu is deep in prayer and is unlikely to answer a knock at his door, no matter who knocks, or how hard.
Very well. Here is the key to Lord Arhu's quarters.
Lord Kemm has posted a few guards by Arhu's door. Show them the key. They shouldn't bother you after that.
Proud Duna, mighty and furious. Until I came along. Amadia, mother of wizards. She's cute for a sore sucker. Tyr Sendilius, the elven cannibal. That should have been a hint. Rallic, a swindler and a brute. Zorul Stissa, the lizard god. Well, the artist has certainly captured her arrogance. Zantetsa, goddess of imps, mirth, and laughter. Something tells me she's not laughing now.
I wonder, shall we see success on the path of blood today?
I doubt it.
Eye sharp, Paladin. The Grand Master's chamber must be protected.
Please return.
My soil to you.
The ascension of Lucian. Lucian and Damien. The Great War. Arhu and Zandalor finding Lucian. Lucian slaying Damien.
I pledge my head. No, my heart. I pledge my heart, Lucian. Come back.
Dear Lucian, I pledge my brother.
I pledge myself to you, oh Lucian. Please.
My life.
You're not Lucian.
I pledge my life. Please return.
Ho, pilgrim!
May Lucian return.
The prayer seems to echo in the hollow space inside you.
May Lucian return.
May he return indeed. Maybe then...
I pledge my heart, oh Lucian. Please return.
Greetings. Have you come to join us in the endless prayer? Or do you wish to walk the path of blood? Lucian's day wouldn't be the same without the faithful gathering to petition for his return. The more voices that join our cry, the better. Ah, the path of blood is a more advanced form of pilgrimage. I would not advise it unless you believe yourself to be free from sin. And trust me, none are free from sin. The path of blood ends in death for those who attempt it. Consider yourself warned. The signs suggest that if we pray hard enough, Lucian will return to save us. Every year, we gather to offer our prayers in his name. We stand united, hoping that he will favor us once more. It was Lord Ahu's creation. He is the crypt's keeper, of course, and oversaw the construction himself. He couldn't have done it without the help of Sanders, though. Spends most of his time tinkering with toys nowadays. Such a pity. But that's... oh dear. But I'm afraid he has retired to his cathedral chambers. He is preparing the Lucian's Day benediction and must not be disturbed.
I pledge my soul, please return.
Grand Master's chamber must be protected.
I know.
I'm on protection duty. I can't talk to you. Of course, who else? The keeper of the cathedral isn't just another priest. He must be kept safe.
If only Lucian were here.
Well, I'm afraid that what you'd like isn't the deciding factor. Lord Arhu is a very busy man. I won't interrupt him on the whim of a stranger. He'll make himself available in his own time. All right, you may proceed. If Lord Arhu unlocks the door for you, you may enter. Just keep it short. He's preparing for his Lucian's Day speech and won't appreciate being disturbed. If he won't open it for you, your next best bet is to give your message to Sister of Any. She's the only one with permission to enter. Nice sharp, Paladin. I can't very well fulfill my protection duties if you're distracting me now. Can I? Whatever you want, make it quick. I haven't seen the likes of her the whole time I've been stationed here. And I think it's fair to say I'd remember if I did. You may proceed.
This place has been ransacked.
How did they get past? Lord Arhu must be found. Keep watch for anything.
Overthrowing the Magisters.
How did they get past the guards?
I have the feeling no one's in control.
You there! We're looking into the disappearance of Lord Arhu. If you learn anything that might uncover his whereabouts, let us know at once. No, I thought he was in his chambers, gathering himself for the Lucian's Day ceremonials. How did they get past the guards?
If only Lucian were here.
And what were they looking for?
I have the feeling no one's in control anymore.
Who did this?
I wasted it. Any fool could throw together a bloody stew.
When did it happen?
I wasted it, this place. Any fool could throw together a bloody stew.
Hail, Lord Kemm.
You? But of course.
it would be you. We're not blind, you know. We watched as you crept around our city. And now I discover you here. Yet the Grand Master is nowhere in sight.
Kemm narrows his eyes and tilts his head. You are being considered...
Paladins! Take them away. We'll get to the truth.
Kemm rolls his eyes and groans.
Enough of this. Every minute of my time you waste is a minute lost in the...
He dismisses you with a flick of a wrist.
You may go.
Lord Kemm turns his back to you. The matter is closed.
Oh? Well, of course I invited him to my home. One of the burdens of my title is the obligation to entertain the great and the good of Arx. Arhu was one of the few that was either great or good. He is, the Grand Master of this order. Never mind an old friend. He spent a lot of time in my home. I invited him over to discuss the matters of the city. But he never arrived. And out with it. My time is precious. Be mindful how you waste it.
Kemm nods.
Who's the least of our troubles right now?
I have the feeling no one's in control.
If only Lucian were here.
And what were they looking for? When did it happen?
I have the feeling no one's in control anymore.
Where did he go?
Lord Arhu is missing.
You there! We're looking into the disappearance of Lord Arhu. If you learn anything that might uncover his whereabouts, let us know at once. That's not necessarily suspicious. I'm sure Lord Kemm can put your mind at ease if you ask him.